I just want to show y'all what I've been doing this morning out here. Something a little different. It's destruction day. So I went ahead and harvested all my red Russian kale. And I'm pulling it all up. I could have let it go more, but I'm pulling it up because I don't think I will necessarily grow this one again. I just like the dinosaur kale so much better. But let me bring you over here. So, where do I begin? Okay, that big raised bed right there, I went ahead and pulled all the kale out of. And I don't know if you remember, or if you saw, but I had been putting all my kitchen scraps in these two tubs this whole season. And oh, there's so much to say. Where do I begin? Okay, so what I did was I pulled everything up out of there, and I'm putting these two, I put already these two whole kitchen scraps in this raised bed over here. So let me see. Can I get you out of the sun? So I put it all, both of them I put in here, and I'm going to cover it with a little bag of soil, whatever I got. And this one will sleep for a little while, do its thing. I still got my lemongrass in there, but I'm sure that's just going to be just fine and happy in there. And it'll raise the level too. I have plans to kind of change things around just slightly in the garden. Change, well, not additions, kind of. I'd like to raise these beds and other things. So, little by little. Okay, so I emptied both of those, but what I have found is with those tubs, I don't know, other people seem to have really good luck with them, but for me, they didn't grow things very well. Matter of fact, these, they're the Sugar Baby or whatever, Sugar Baby, I think, watermelons is what these are. And then over here, I had started these in those tubs. And these are the Sugar Pie, I think, pumpkins, the baby pumpkins. I had started them in the tubs, but they weren't doing good. And they had the same soil that's in the soil in the ground here. They just, even though they're big enough to carry the roots, because I moved them when they were fairly small, they're just doing better. So anything is just doing way better as soon as I get it into the ground, even though my soil's not the greatest, even though these beds aren't very, filled with soil, they still do better. However, except for this one right here. I just threw some onions in there. I got onions kind of here and there and everywhere because I had so many. But these were the sweet potatoes that I started like at the beginning of the season. They kind of died back, but then they kind of came back. I never pulled them up. I never did nothing. So these are, they're not growing very long for as long as they've been in there, but they're doing something. So I'm going to leave this, and then when this is finished, we'll see. And as you can see here, my jicama, I dug around just to see if anything was going on in there, because clearly the vines died back. Jicamas need a lot of heat, so we're getting, all in all, we have good temperatures here, but we are getting cooler than we have been. So I'm going to leave it in there until I, get a wild hair, and then I'll pull those up and get rid of all that soil too. So that's where I'm at. I'm just, oh, look at, there's King. Hey, King. Sup, buddy? Can you see him? Hi, handsome. What you doing? He's gonna go hunting. He typically goes to the neighbors over there and goes hunting. Oh, but look it, he wants to go in my box. Boy, you better get out. Come on, baby. I love you. You're the most handsome. You're welcome here anytime. However, don't be going. You've been good. You haven't done any pee-pee poo-poos in here. So let's keep it that way. Probably he smells all the stuff and so he wants to be in there. No, baby. Coochie coo. Coochie coo, baby. Okay, so anyway, this is where I'm at. I'm gonna put that soil over the top of this and just kind of, you know, let it compost down. This is the first time I've done it this way, and we're just gonna see how it goes. And over here throughout the season, I've been throwing scraps in between where I'm growing, just because. So anyway, that's it for now. Yeah, so I did that. I covered the dirt, or I covered the scraps with a little bit of dirt. I need to get some more. But I think I'm going to get rid of those gray tubs just because they're not, for whatever reason, they're just not working well. I've tried different soil. I've tried, you know, moving them here, there, in the sun, a little bit out of the sun, everything. And I don't know, for whatever reason, they work great as tables, but tables for my seedlings, but that's about it. I've pulled up a lot of things, or a few things. I had a couple of tomato plants come up in a pot, and I didn't know what they were, so I moved them, and ends up they were these cherry tomatoes that I grew last year that were not good. They didn't get very sweet. They have a very thick and hard skin. I don't know what you would even use those for. So they looked great, but I just pulled them up because it's a waste for me. I don't want to waste resources. I don't want to waste energy on things that aren't going to be, that I know aren't going to be useful for us. So I pulled those up, and then those patio eggplants, we're not really excitedly using them. So I harvested what was left and I pulled those up too. Maybe I'll plant one big eggplant plant later. I don't know. We'll see. I just want to use the things that I know, or that I'm going to plant the things and grow the things that I know we're going to use a lot of. They're going to be very beneficial. I don't want to waste any time, energy, resources, nothing on stuff just for because. So yeah, I don't know what else I pulled up. Oh, those Scotch bonnets. Man, I know you guys said that they're super spicy, but these were like bell peppers. So I harvested what was left. I froze them because either way, they'll still be good in soups. And I pulled those up too because, again, it's a waste. I mean, we could use them. We could use them as like filler, but why? Why should we? So, yeah. Just things like that are traveling through my mind.